Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Pastor Mike, a.k.a. 90s number 5, and welcome to the 11th Hour podcast. It is, man, it was warm yesterday, wasn't it? Honestly, that's why my allergies be tripping all the time, because now it's like 40 degrees outside. Yesterday it was like 85, now it's like 40, so.
Can't get nothing accomplished.
Man, I know it. So, welcome to the 11th Hour, where we talk about our youth, our community, and our families. And so today I got a super duper special guest on, and so I'm excited to hear from him, and I hope you guys are excited too. So, in the 11th Hour, we talk about making decisions in life, and sometimes we get to those points in life where we have to make those direct decisions of what we want to do, what we don't want to do. So I'm very interested in hearing your thoughts on today on your life. So I'm going to give you the floor, let you introduce yourself and what you do.
Well, what's up, everybody? My name is Jeremiah Roper. I go by DJ Squiggles. My business name is Ronaldo J Services. I am a DJ full-time. I'm also a sound engineer, and I work at Zion Christian Ministries, and we do I'm over the media team, pretty much.
Okay, now who's Ronaldo?
That's my first name. Thank you for the government push. Now they found me.
They have found you. Hey, well, they was coming for you anyway. They was gonna find you eventually. Man, you got a lot of titles under your name, man. How do you do all that?
Well, I mean, church is mainly Wednesday through Sunday,
Right.
Unless I have to go out there and do a project or anything like that. DJing, been doing that since I was 13. So.
Right. I remember the parties we used to do. Oh, so how did you get into the whole DJ scene? Tell us about that.
Okay, so I've always had a love for music. I've always had that love. But it was just the way it sounded, and hearing other people. The first DJ I ever heard was Daryl J, and that's my cousin.
Daryl J.
And so then it moved on to the radio station, Dolo White and Scooby. And then I got to a point where I was just calling out the next song. Oh, I know what they finna mix with this. Ooh, this will sound good with that.
Right.
And so just hearing that inspired me. And I've always just had a love for music, And then I was the guy who had all the music at the parties. So I used to walk around with a little backpack with CDs in it.
Right. So you used to do stuff at 92Q?
I've never done anything in 92Q.
Oh, you were just saying you was like right beside the radio, and then as the songs play, you was like, I know what they're going to play next. Mm-hmm. Man, I bet that was hilarious watching you do that.
I be by myself, though. I'm an only child, so I be in the room.
I know you only
listening.
child. I know you the only child, but I'm just saying the whole visual of that, just seeing you do that would be kind of hilarious. All right, so now how long you said you've been DJing off and on since 13, but like when you kind of did this thing full time, what kind of took you in that direction?
Termination at work.
Termination. Well, that'll help.
It sat down in my spirit. I did a gig in July of 2020, and this lady, it was at a Christian faith, a faith-based organization, and she was talking to me, and she was like, you should quit that job. This is your job right here. You should quit it. And then after the event was done and everything, she went to bed early. Mm-hmm. And then the owners brought out a $500 check and said, this is from her. And she said to follow your dreams, quit your job. Of course, I was like, all right, well, thank you. I appreciate that and everything. And so once I sat down, thought about it, and then I noticed the points at work started to add up and everything. And I'm just like, you know what? They're giving me a final warning without giving me a first warning. I don't have time to be on their clock to be like, all right, you showed up late again, or you missed this day, whatever, and we just gonna have to let you go. So I just made the decision for myself. And then plus I had probably about 10 gigs within the next 4 weeks or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, yeah, this is telling me I need to go ahead and bet on myself. And ever since I've made the most money that I've ever made working.
Right.
So
when that moment came when you was like, okay, this is it. I'm going to make this step. I'm going to make this leap. What kind of really just was the deciding factor for that? I know the termination, you said that, but even with that, there was some like, man, this is what I'm going to do. Like, are the gigs going to come? You think about all the stuff. Mm-hmm. So what was like the deciding factor? Like, this is it. I'm just gonna go out and just do this.
I prayed about it. I talked to my wife. I talked to my DJ friends that do it full time.
Okay.
And you know, I feel like the confirmation was in the pie, is in pudding. So I really don't know what the deciding factor was.
Okay.
It just kind of just set in my spirit like, okay, it's time. Another thing was I stopped dancing too, and so that took up a lot of my time.
Right.
And so once I stopped doing that, it opened the door for more time for DJing on the weekends and
Okay.
stuff like that.
So when you think about that, like now that you're full-time DJing, is there anything you wish you'd have known before you got into it that you kind of like, man, I wish I'd have knew this, or I wish I'd have known that? Anything like that?
Absolutely. I wish I would have knew better ways to sell myself.
Oh, that's a good point.
Another thing I wish I knew was I wish I knew during the down season how to manage saving or preparing for it, so I don't have to worry about going out doing Ship, Instacart, Uber, and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Just to make sure that I make ends meet for the month.
I got the person for you for that too. If you
Okay.
don't have nobody, I got the best person. My man Eric. Eric, you need to go see him.
All right.
Eric Merriweather. I'm gonna hook you up. When
Eric
we leave.
Merriweather.
Man, he'll hook you up. He'll hook you up for
You got
real.
married in the weather or something?
He's happy in the weather.
All right.
Merry weather. He's happy in the weather.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Now you mentioned dancing. So have you just given that up altogether? Because man, I know you was like a 5-star. You was a 5-star dancer. Man, you just get that up altogether, or you kind of
Competitive dancing I did.
okay? Okay.
I still do liturgical and praise dance.
Who?
Liturgical. Well, no, I don't do liturgical. No, I don't. No, I
You
don't.
using them big words. Spell that, man.
Liturgical. Liturgical. But no, I
Okay.
still do praise dance.
Okay.
That's my way of giving everything back to God. You
Right.
have people who catch the Holy Ghost and start shouting and doing stuff like that. Praise dancing is my way of getting that out.
Now, do you miss the dancing at all?
Absolutely, I do. But at the same time, the time that it took up and everything, nah, I don't miss that.
You don't miss that
I miss
part?
the traveling.
Yeah.
Going state to state, seeing people and people calling your name, all that other stuff. But it was fun while it
Now,
lasted.
did you have a stage name?
Rope.
Rope.
Hey,
Hey, let me tell y'all something. This dude right here. How old were you when I was trying to get you to go to New York and be a dancer? 'Cause I tried to push him. I'm like, dude, you need to go to New York, man, and be a dancer.
I don't know.
Do you think that would have been something you've been willing to do, man? Like,
You talking about like Broadway or something?
yeah, I mean, well, like I can't think of his name. The young man that's from Murfreesboro that's dancing now out in California. I can't think of his
From
name.
Murfreesboro dancing.
Yeah,
out
from
in
the
California.
borough.
I know a few of them.
I lost. That's what happened when you get old, man. Lost my
Brandon
track.
Douglas. I know
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's why I was trying to push you. Like, man, you need to go dance some videos, man, and go get
You know,
be a backup dancer, man. Like,
I've been
choreography.
so accustomed to group dancing. I don't think I'm a great solo act.
Really.
I'm so serious.
But you did so good though, man. The times I saw you.
Yeah, because I blend well.
No, I'm talking about the times when you was doing stuff on your own. It wasn't that many times, but
Yeah. Well, when you're the only one on stage, but if you put me up next to somebody like Jonathan, it's like, oh, he getting killed out there. He getting murdered. But yeah, and plus I'm not a freestyler.
Okay.
You have people who can freestyle and you
Right.
have people who can do choreographed dances. I can do choreographed dances.
okay.
If you teach it to me, I'll be able to do it and I'll be able to kill it that way. But if you be like, all right, about to have a dance battle, somebody play some music, and then I just probably just stand there.
Just stand there and just look.
Mhm.
Okay. Have
Do
you ever
something
thought
silly.
about doing that like on the side? Like during your downtime? Like that's what you do?
I don't
Like,
have
oh,
a passion for it.
You have a passion for it no more.
I've
Or
had people
teaching?
ask me about teaching Zumba and
Zumba.
yeah,
Nah, we ain't talking about no
Zumba, some
Zumba.
fitness, hip hop, exercise
Now,
classes
that would
and
be
stuff,
cool.
But I don't have a passion for it.
Yeah, okay. Cause you done settled in. How long you been married now?
This will be my 3rd year in May.
Boy, you done settled in now. Boy, you on that 3rd year.
No, it
boy.
ain't got nothing to do with the marriage, man. I'm gonna do me
Yeah.
as from a entertainment aspect. I'm going to do me.
Right.
But I'm just I did competitive hip hop for 14 years straight.
Yeah.
Like I probably missed a total of 10 practices
Out of the whole 14 years?
out of the whole 14 years.
Wow,
So
wow.
I'm burnt out on that.
I feel you, man. Well, coming from Murfreesboro, I know you mentioned a minute ago about traveling state to state with the dancing. Now that you're a DJ, and don't you get to do the same thing? So you kind of still doing it, right? Meeting new people. What's the furthest you've been to DJ so far?
New York.
Wow. Talk about that experience.
Of course, it was for a dance show that we.
Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing.
I did dance at that show too, but on the side, that's pretty much what I do for the dance community. I do dance mixes. I do not competitive competitions. I DJ for those.
Okay.
And we have something called the War Zone that we host annually.
Now you keep saying we. Who's the we?
Me and Jason.
Okay.
I'm still a part of it. I'm just not dancing.
So you make the music for them.
I make the music.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. So how'd you come up with DJ Squiggles, man? Where'd that name come from? You almost sound like you hate to tell us.
When I was in 4th grade,
Okay.
I just put it out here. When I was in 4th grade, we had 3 kickballs, kids. One was named Mr. Smiley, one was named Mr. Quirgles, and one was named Mr. Squiggles. One day, somebody slipped up and said, "Catch it, Squiggles," and I caught it. Kid you not. That's how I got the name Squiggles.
Okay.
And then when I was looking for a DJ name, I couldn't think of anything cool, hard, or anything like it. I was like, you know what? Everybody know me as Squiggles. Just keep the Squiggles so they'll already know who's DJing.
Right.
So I just kept it.
That's cool. It is unique too, and the fact that you can tie it into a story that makes it even more special. So when you became full-time DJ, okay, here's gonna be the tough question right here. Being from Murfreesboro, you already know where I'm going. Everybody know you. Everybody call you up to ask you come DJ. Was that hard to say? Okay, I ain't doing no freebies. I ain't doing no discounts. I'm a DJ. I get paid like a DJ. Is that still tough? Being a local kid, everybody know you from around the way. Because how was that able to transition into being able to do what you do?
Well, shoot, I was getting ready to ask you talking about the past or now? Because if it was the past, then it was definitely hard. But now, no, I'm
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's make that journey from when you first got into it, because everybody's gonna ask you, to now where everybody now knows if you hire me, this is what you're gonna get and this is what's gonna cost you.
So when I first started DJing, I was charging $25 for however long.
What? Where were you at when I needed you, man?
I was 13. I didn't know any better.
Right.
And so, through those times, people I've had people burn me. Tell me they're gonna pay me the rest this weekend once they get paid.
Oh, for $25?
Going all the way up to $75.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, you mean $25 per hour?
No, I mean $25. That was at 13 though.
Yeah.
And over the years, I did go up. But I got burned by some people. Life lessons.
Right.
Everything like that. So started enforcing contracts, and then once I became more serious about my business and full time and everything, that's when I just started saying, nah. Because even in Black Murfreesboro group, people tag me all the time.
Yeah.
But I guess people feel like since I'm getting tagged so much, they know it's gonna come with a price tag, and they don't even reach out. Or if they do reach out, they don't like my prices, and then they go back to Black Murfreesboro like, hey, anybody know of another DJ that's not charging that much, breaking heads? I'm like, I gotta make a living, man.
Yeah,
this is what I do.
Yeah, and you're good, and you're really good.
I'm good at what I do.
Yeah.
And I don't pat myself on the back enough, but I honestly don't, because I'm very humble.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it much, but I let my work speak. That's how I've always been. Just let my work speak. And I feel like with the name Squiggles, just to kind of derail, with the name Squiggles, that also closed a few doors for me.
Really?
I do feel like that.
You just feel that way, or do you think it really happened?
I've had somebody tell me that before.
Wow.
They told me that they wouldn't put my name on the flyer because they didn't want to put DJ Squiggles.
Because they ain't like the word Squiggles?
Because they didn't like the DJ name. But I'm like, my Instagram is Ronaldo J. You could have at least put the Instagram name
Yeah, yeah.
if you didn't want to put Squiggles. But I was like, all right, okay, whatever. But,
Okay. Okay, so we got to go a little deeper. Like being from Murfreesboro, like, we talk about hardships and DJing. Cause I know when you came and DJ for us, it was beautiful. It was great. I ain't had no problem. But being from Murfreesboro, having that, I'm gonna say instant fame. I would say because dude, when I remember when you first went to full time DJing, and then it was like you was doing little jobs, and next thing I know, you flying here, you flying there, you making posts here, and I'm like, man, that dude done blew up like quick. So how has that relationship changed being here in the borough? Has it changed when people come to you? Did that help with your price increase because of what you was doing?
yes and no. Reason being is because you know I have a ton of DJ friends, and we talk about the market all the time.
Okay.
And so they tell us that we want to be in the market pricing. And so if it's 5 DJs out there charging $1,500 or more, and I'm charging 500, everybody's gonna be prone to come to me because I'm charging 500. But if I'm around the same price as them, then they know the market is set for about 1,500 plus. And so that itself helped me. Another thing that did help with me traveling and stuff like that was, you know, the sound. People know what they want. They know what they want to hear. They know who they want to hear.
Right.
And so I can throw you a price, and if you're willing to take it, you'll take it. And if not, then you'll move forward and find another bad DJ.
He said a bad DJ. All right, so let me go back to when you said you started DJing at 13
Mhm.
and you was doing parties for $25. So as a young man growing up, how did you keep yourself away from all the stuff that was going on, with kids at that age, especially what you grew up in? What era would we call that? The era you kind of grew up in?
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s. How did you keep yourself away from all of that? Was it just strictly you just doing your music, or you just kind of already knew what you wanted to do? You didn't want to fool with that other stuff. How did you kind of keep yourself separated from all of the drama?
Kind of kept myself busy. That was one. And then two, I had people like you in my corner that
Yeah.
wouldn't allow me to go out and do anything like
Yeah, I
that.
busted head, boy.
And then
Love
other,
it.
other people, they just saw something in me, and I saw something in me as well, and I knew that wasn't the path that I wanted to take.
Okay.
And so,
So what was that like though? Because like I want you to talk about a little bit about what was that like for to have to make that decision. Because I know from what I do for a living and from what I've been doing, that's hard. Because you got to tell some people no.
mhm.
You got to say I'm not going here. I'm not going there. How were you able to do that?
Simple, just say no.
Well, I mean, you
No,
make
I'm
it
kidding,
sound.
I'm kidding. But no, seriously, I've always been a different breed when it came to other people. I've always been my own person, and
Okay.
I've always wanted to make it that way too. It's definitely been easy for me to say no to people because I've had those positive influences on my life to people telling me, hey, you shouldn't do this, hey, you shouldn't do that. Church was a major thing that helped me be the deciding factor for that as well.
Okay.
Also, it my brain is going a million ways because
That's fine.
I just want to make sure I answer it right. But it's so many things that led me to being the person that I am. Seeing other people go down the wrong paths,
Mhm.
that was a major thing for me. I've had cousins that I grew up with, and they chose to go the wrong way, and I was like, nope, not me, and went the
Right.
other way.
Right.
And then I've always just wanted to be somebody that was of a leader, like so. I've always had that leadership quality about myself, and if I'm going to lead, I have to lead people properly. I can't lead you into the destruction.
Right.
So
So with that thought, have you thought about, do you go back and lead kids? Like, do you do anything with kids? I know you do the thing at church. So is there anything, do you have anything in that mind? Like maybe starting, and I'm just throwing this out there, like maybe doing a DJ class for kids or teaching about music and things like that. Have you ever thought about anything like that?
I have, I've tried, and you know, I think what my problem is if it doesn't bite, then I probably won't try it again. So I've tried the DJ class thing, put it out there. Hey, anybody looking to DJ, I'm willing to teach or train or help out if you're already DJing. Skating rink was a big part for me too when I worked there.
Yeah.
So I was definitely on them kids' heads then.
Yeah, yeah.
But now that I don't see those kids as much, I keep the same standpoint when I do see kids acting out.
Yeah, you don't talk. Well, that's another thing that you do too. Boy, you're a roller skate head, man. Woo, boy, y'all should see this dude on a pair of skates. Like you gliding. How'd you learn to skate like that, man?
I just fall in style. So,
How'd you learn to skate like that, though?
just watching other skaters. I went weekly from the time I was in third grade all the way up to high school. And by the time I was in fifth, I had it down pat. And everybody was looking for me to be the skater.
Yeah, you were it.
So,
you like a triple threat. Okay, you do music, you dance.
Well, I do more than
you
that.
can skate. Well, I know you do more than that, but I'm just saying, like, dude, you're like a whole package in one. Like, so how could you take all of that, or are you packaging all of that and giving it to the people?
It depends. I know I've danced and skated at one time.
Okay.
As far as the DJing, probably starting out DJing, but I've never been on skates while DJing while dancing.
Okay, that's
So
a lot.
You can get 2 out of 3, but you can't get all 3.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So you mentioned earlier, you talked about, music and playing for different things. So I got a question. How do you customize your music for wedding couples and the events that you're doing? So when a couple asks you, hey, come play for our wedding, do they give you a list of songs, or do they just kind of tell you what they like, what they don't like, or do you really just kind of put something together just for them?
So with that, you have people who want the list. They want their playlist to be played.
Okay.
And I don't mind doing that. But, if I see that the crowd is kind of dying down or whatever, then that's when I'll kind of step in and just read the room.
Okay.
Early 2000s, some 80s, 90s pop, probably some disco if it's some elder people in the room, something like that.
Seasoned Saints.
Some seasoned saints in the room. So, it's I play it different ways. I can go through the list, I can build it myself, or I can just read the room while I'm DJing and go from there. But, most of the time when I do the weddings, what I do is I'll play a few of their songs probably during cocktail hour or during dinner time.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it's more time for the upbeat stuff, that's when I'll probably start out with some music to get them on the dance floor, and then I'll go back to their music. Or it really depends on who I'm working with, honestly, because you have some of those bridezillas or momzillas. I've dealt with a lot more momzillas than I have bridezillas. Moms are like, oh, we don't want that. I'm like, but it's not your wedding.
Right.
It's her wedding.
Well, she probably paying for it, so
that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Well, but I mean,
because if they don't enjoy themselves, that's
you're
on
right,
mom's
you're right,
behalf.
you're right,
It's about the bride and the groom. It's not about the mom. You've already had your time. Or if you didn't have your time, get your time. But but don't be trying to call shots over here.
Do you ever get one of those playlists? You be like, You just look at the list of songs and be like,
the only playlist that I've gotten like that was, and this isn't a shot at the couple, but it was music that I didn't have for sure. It was Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and stuff like that.
I mean, how would you even DJ music like that? Like,
Dinner
can
time.
you really?
Dinner time.
It's like, I don't even see how you would do that. You would just kind of like just let it play, right? There's nothing you could really do with that, right?
Yeah, I just let it play.
So how did you? Okay, I know you can't get into details, but I mean, how did that night unfold? Did you just end up just doing your thing?
Yeah, I ended up doing my thing. They really wasn't a dancey crowd. It was probably about 12 people on the dance floor the entire night out of the 30, 40 people that was there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and another thing too, when I DJ, if I see people not wanting to dance, back in the day, I used to sweat trying to get people on the floor. But now I just like, okay, maybe they just want to have a drink. Maybe they just want to have casual conversation. maybe they just don't want to dance right now, because sometimes you deal with a bunch that don't want to dance at all. They just want some kind of background music per se.
Right.
But I don't let it sweat me. So, you know, with that, I I just play the music during cocktail hour, dinner time, so they can actually hear it, because once the partying starts, everything is gone. Either they're gone off drinks, or
Right.
they're gone because they're saying thank you to everybody for coming individually, so
Right.
on and so forth, and they don't even realize that I played said song that they wanted to hear. And so I'm constantly going up to them, hey, anything you guys want to hear, just let me know. I'll make sure I put it on for you guys. And they're like, oh no, you're fine. Everything sounds great. Not even paying attention.
Right. They ain't even paying attention. They just know the music ain't stopped.
Yeah.
That's the
They
most.
know the music ain't stopping, and know that I ain't played the dirty version of WAP.
So, which brings me to my next question is, how do you handle song requests and that annoying person who said, oh man, I used to DJ, or I can DJ too. Let me show you what I can do. Or man, you ain't DJing right. Let me do it. How do you handle the request if it's crazy stuff? Or how do you handle that annoying person that wants to show you how they can DJ?
If you want to show me after I'm done working. Don't come up talking about, hey, let me get 5 minutes.
Right.
But because Coffee used to do that. DJ Coffee, he used to always, hey, let me just get 5 minutes. I'm like, Coffee, come on, man. No. I'm in the middle of DJing. Look,
Right.
everybody on the floor. They gonna notice a change.
Yeah.
And so, the request, one thing I do about requests is, if it's going to bring the energy of the room down, I put it in the suggestions box. You have a suggestions box around here?
No, we don't have none around here.
You don't? I just put suggestions on the trash can and throw it in the suggestions box. But, some requests are really good requests. Like if I'm playing Usher, yeah, and you come up like, hey, play 24 Karat Magic by Bruno. And I'm like, all right, cool. It's a good request. If you're going to keep the energy going, I'll play it. But if you're going to kill the room, it has to be a point, especially if it's a good song. If it's a good song and it's going to kill the room, it has to be a point. You have to stop the music. Is everybody having a good time? Make some noise. All right, we're going to slow it down for you guys. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom. Got your song played. Now, as far as the DJ standpoint, people coming up telling me they DJ too, they used to DJ, whatever. If you tell me that you DJ as well, I'm going to acknowledge you. All right, man, cool. Nice to meet you. My name DJ Squiggles. What's your name?
Right.
I'm DJ so-and-so. All right, nice to meet you, DJ so-and-so. Cool. And that's it. We just interacted. Now you can go have your seat and listen to me DJ. But those old head DJs that want to be like, oh, man, you ain't playing no music, da-da-da-da-da.
Come on, player. Let me show you how we used to do it back in the day.
Nobody got time for that, man. Because first off, my cousin just had a baby shower, and the DJ was playing all blues music, so he going to have an old baby when they have it. So nobody got time for all that,
Baby gonna come out singing BB King.
Man.
Hey. So tell me, how do you handle okay, this is gonna be a tough question, but I know you're ready for it though. How do you handle the cheap customer that wants $1 million experience?
They excuse me. They probably get pushed to the next person and tell them, maybe I'm not the right fit for you.
Yeah, but once you've already signed the contract, and but then they want more. You know what I'm talking about? They're expecting more out of you after they've already paid whatever they're gonna pay.
I can void a contract. I can give you a deposit back.
Yeah, but no, you're already DJing though. You already there. You already there. Okay, let me set up the scenario. I don't know what you charge. I'm just gonna throw a number out there. You mentioned this number. So they paid you the $1,500. They want you to DJ. So you got your stuff, what you gonna do, but then they start asking for more at the event that you're doing. How do you handle those situations?
Are you wanting more musically, or are you wanting more effects? Because I didn't bring the effects with me.
No, we want more music. We want you to more interact. We want all the you that we didn't pay for. Like, I guess, let me put it like this first, because I may be saying this wrong. As a DJ, are there different levels of DJing? Is there different levels of it?
There are.
Okay, so let me do that first, because my question may not have made sense the first time around. So let me do it like that. Okay. So what's the different levels of DJ? So what's the different levels of DJ Squiggle that you can get?
You know, I'm an energy. I tell anybody, I'm an energy DJ. I give you the energy that you give me. If you give me dull energy, expect dull energy from me when I DJ. If you give me hype, fun, let's everybody get on the floor, including myself. That's what you're going to get from me. With the different levels of DJ Squiggles, I don't call myself a boring DJ at all
Okay.
because I'm up there. I'm sweating. I'm interactive. I want everybody to have fun. So I think rather you pay my basic price of $1,500 for a wedding or the highest price $3,000, you're going to get the same me. And I've learned that from Million Dollar Man because he said no matter what you pay, you're going to get me. So it doesn't matter if it's the lowest package. I'm not going to give you a shunned version of me because you paid the lowest. You chose the lowest package. You're getting me all around.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily have different levels to myself, but one thing that may be different from one gig to the next is if nobody's out there dancing, I may get out there and I may teach a dance. Does everybody know how to do the wobble? Come on. If you ain't never learned how to do the wobble, everybody get on the floor. I'm going to teach it to you.
Okay.
Or if everybody's out there doing the wobble and I see everybody having a good time, you may see me on the floor with my phone. Hey, I'm on the microphone, getting hype, getting everybody on camera. They want to be on my Instagram and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, cool.
That's cool.
I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, it does. I mean, because I know it does, man, because I know sometimes, man, we pay for certain things and we want more than what we pay for. And so I was like, a DJ, when you see him, you said it a minute ago, you said, depending on what you do, depending on how people are reacting, depends on who you are. But I always want DJ Squiggles. No matter what I'm paying, that's who I want. But when I want more out of you, then we should expect to pay more, depending on what we want you to do, right? So you mentioned this. So what is your most effective crowd pumping song, or the thing that you do? What really gets the crowd moving when you see them just kind of lolling around? What songs do you usually play to get them up?
You'll play a line dance song, Cupid Shuffle, Wobble, Cha Cha Slide, something like that. Matter of fact, my Cha Cha Slide is probably the best rendition because.
Oh, you made one?
No, I didn't make one, but the way I mix it.
Okay.
On the last part when it says everybody clap your hands. Cha Cha now. I'm mixing it with no hands. Waka Flocka. And everybody loses their marbles when I do it. Those line dances, some of the country line dances, the Copperhead Road, Boot Scootin' Boogie, stuff like that. It's just different ones, 24 Karat Magic, that's a good start song. Yeah, Usher,
That's always the party
that's a
song
good
right
one.
there.
This is how we do it. Montel Jordan.
Always.
There's quite a few songs out there that get the party moving though.
Now, do you have to stay on top of all those songs, like what's coming out? Do you have to listen to all genres of music, or do you just stick to R&B, rap, and country?
From a club standpoint, you have to stay on top of it. But from a wedding standpoint, people just want to sing the song, have a good time, and it's a wedding is more so of a sing along. Everybody wants to sing, everybody wants to dance. So I wouldn't come out with the latest track trying to get everybody on the floor unless I know it's going to be that song that's going to bring everybody together.
Okay.
So when I first started out, yes, I stayed on top of music. But now that I'm in a position that I'm at now, I try to, but I don't like today's music. And then too, I'm delving more in my faith, so I don't really do a whole lot of the new. I will, if I'm out at a gig and somebody says, "Hey, do you have that whatever song?" I'm like, "All right, cool." I'll search my list, and if I have it, cool. And if I don't, if I have Wi-Fi, I'll download it and play it. But
so
I don't stay on top of it like I should.
So that's a great point that you made, which leads me to this question that I had, because I know that's something you really have to think about with your stance, with your faith, and your belief in God. How does that work with the music that you play? Because like you said, music is very controversial. There's a lot in those songs that maybe don't vibe with what. So how do you do that? How you deal with that?
with certain songs, I think more so from a DJ standpoint. And if I feel like it's going to get everybody kind of on the floor moving and stuff, I'll play it. I may not agree with it. I may not like it, but I'll play it. That's kind of a battle that I'm still having today, just playing those songs, those dirty versions and stuff like that. That's very, very vulgar, very,
Anything from Megan Thee Stallion is gonna be Cardi B.
But yeah,
Yeah, I know. I'm just
it's a touchy subject. I don't like to, now that I'm in the position that I'm in now. I don't know if you know, but I rededicated my life back in March.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I rededicated my life back in March, and once I did that, I started taking the steps to, I've slowed down from cussing. I'm still trying to stop. Let me say this. Let me say this. I don't cuss on a daily basis like I used to.
You just getting better. Like my little, just getting better. You just getting better.
But I'll do it in conversation. And then she said, "Boom." But
you just repeating what somebody said.
I'm just repeating what somebody said.
Yeah.
But I don't do it casually like I used to do it. Like I won't just drop a F-bomb just because it sounds better or it feels better coming out. I'll try to find those other words that'll be in place of it,
right?
So that I don't have to cuss. I will. If I get mad enough.
I mean, we all do. Everybody say they don't. They lie. I mean, you get somebody mad enough, they'll do it. They'll do it. So, with your position at the church, is that another thing that kind of helps with that?
Absolutely.
Help you do better?
Absolutely, because all eyes are on me. I'm a leader, and people are expecting the best. What people expect of me, I also expect of other people.
Right.
And so you can't expect me to be this holier than thou person. I'm going to expect the same thing from you. If you're going to hold me accountable, I'm going to hold you accountable too.
Right. So and that's proven that that the music is a language, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a communicator. So that say you would buy into the music if you're playing the music. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what you watch out for too, things like that.
Yeah, I don't listen. As a matter of fact, I'll drive in my car, no music.
Really?
Because that's all I do is listen to music. I'll drive in my car with no music. Lisa plays more music more than I do. So
she go to a lot of events with you?
Mostly, unless she has something else planned. She's mostly right there at my hip.
Okay. Now I'm gonna throw this question out there. Have you seen some of those? I don't know who the guy is, but the guy that be mixing country music and R&B songs or hip hop songs. Have you seen him on TikTok?
I don't know.
Man, he do an incredible job. Next time I see one, I'm gonna send it to you. But he mixes country music and hip hop music. Like he may just play. I don't know how you do it. Like you take the vocals out and play the track. So he'll play like a Usher track, but then he'll put like a Blake Shelton song on top of it. Mm-hmm. Dude, it'd be crazy like that.
That's nice. Like it.
You should check it out, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can do something like that too. They recently just dropped something on. I know you don't know, but it's a program that most DJs use called Serato. And it's called Serato Stems.
Okay.
And so Stems allows you the capability to take the instrumental or the acapella of a song, and you can just play it with anything. So if I wanted to play Usher, with Everybody Clap Your Hands, Joshua's Troop, I could do that.
Oh, that's neat. That's neat. So is being a DJ expensive?
Very. It is very expensive. It depends on what you're trying to buy, how many of what you're trying to buy is, and all of that. I just recently purchased some speakers, and they came up to $3,300.
Just one?
Two.
Oh, okay.
Two were $3,300.
Man.
But after making payments and everything on them, it came up to about $5,000.
And you take that stuff with you everywhere you go?
Mm-mm. I learned my lesson from that.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
So how
you remember? You don't remember? I was at a party one time and I had my thankfully I took my turntables out, but I had my laptop in my backpack.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah,
they
yeah.
stole my laptop,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I
yeah,
told you
yeah,
I ain't DJing no more.
yeah,
And you
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"No, you gonna still DJ? We gonna go ahead and front you this check.
Yeah, that's
You gonna
right.
get you a laptop, and you gonna come DJ for us. How
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that?"
yeah, yeah. I remember. I remember. You right. You right. Man, we go
So yeah,
way back,
everybody
man.
thank Minister Michael Davis for DJ Squiggles still being a DJ, because had it been not been for him in 2011, oh no, I wouldn't be DJing right
Hey
now.
man, well, that's what the Lord do. He sets us up. All right. So what trends are you seeing in the business? Do you see DJing going up, down, staying in the middle? Where you see that trend going?
It's definitely going up. Just like I said recently, the stems is what is really the driving force right now. Everybody's doing those acapella instrumental mixes to where they can take whatever song and mix it with whatever said song and make it sound good. So that's the driving thing right now. You know, from DJing in the '80s and doing all the scratching and stuff, everybody's trying to get back on that tip. People are doing word I forgot what it's called, but they're taking a word. So if I wanted to DJ off this song off a word like, I could take this song that says like, mix it in with this song that says like, and then just keep on doing songs that say like.
Oh,
um
okay.
you can do the beat juggling and looping and all that other stuff.
Now, will the machine look up the songs like, or you have to know the songs?
One, you'll have to know.
Okay.
So like if you came and you challenged me right now and said, "All right, I'm gonna give you a word, money. I want you to mix 5 songs that say money." I'll type in money, or if I already got 3 on my head, I can mix those 3, type in money in the search tool, and then work with it.
That's neat. That's
Or
neat.
if I know a certain part of the song, I feel, I smell like money. Then
Right.
I could literally take that part of the song and mix it in with money in the bank, something like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, so when you're hired and people are talking to you and they say, okay, so what's your style? Like, what's your style of DJing? What do you say is your
Energy,
style? Energy.
energy. I bring the energy. You won't find another DJ like me. I'll get out there. I'll do a dance with you. You might catch a flip on the dance floor. You might not, depending on how slick it is and how slick my shoes are.
Right.
And so, yeah, you're going to get energy. When you say DJ Squiggles, know the energy is coming. And
So what would you tell young people who want to get into this business? What would you tell them?
I tell them to, you know, I had a talk with a guy about his son. He's about 14 and he DJs. And I had an encounter earlier part of this year where the lady wouldn't sign the contract. She signed it, but she partially signed it, and I felt like she was saying that she didn't know how to do it. We had multiple opportunities for me to go meet with her, and she wouldn't give me an address to meet. And I just made the decision to pass the gig to somebody else. I sent her the deposit back, and I told her she's gonna have to find another DJ. Now, I hated to have to do that because that's the first time I've ever done that. And then not only that, it was a week away from the gig.
Ooh.
So I hated to do that. But what I would tell them is just be conscious of who you're playing for. Some people are not who they say they are. Some people are not going to pay you the money. I would say stay away from clubs because clubs don't want to play. They don't want to pay the DJ. They'll say, "We'll pay you $100 to come DJ, and you'll be there for 4 hours." And yes, you get the exposure. Yes, you get your name on the marquee. Yes, everybody will know who DJ said name is.
Right.
But you're not going to get the pay that you want unless you're DJ Envy or DJ Jazzy Jeff or somebody with a high name like that. So I would definitely say stay away from clubs if you can help it. Now, if you're just starting out, you're trying to get your feet wet, go ahead and knock yourself out.
Okay.
But if you're trying to get to the money, do private events, do birthday parties, corporate events, church, family reunion, weddings, anything of that sort. Even if somebody was like, "Hey, we just want to throw a party," you'll make more money off of that versus trying to go to a club and DJ.
Really?
Yeah. Another thing I would tell them as well is, don't leave your equipment in the car.
Okay, you must have a story behind that one.
Man, I'm just not a fan of it. You burn me once, that's it.
Yeah.
and once they stole my laptop, man, I felt like, I had worked hard on working on my crates and getting the music,
Yeah.
staying on top of all the music for today's music and everything, and then they went and stole it. I'm like, bro, I don't know anything. Like, I don't know what song to start downloading, anything like that. I definitely say don't keep your stuff in your car unless um, unless you can help it, or unless you going outside and hitting your little horn every 5 minutes.
Right.
But yeah, I would tell them not to leave their DJ equipment in the car. What's another thing I'll tell them, Jeremiah? I would tell them not to. Um, you can work with family. You can work with family, but be conscious of who you work with in your family. Know who you're working for, because they're gonna want the family discount. They're gonna want to shortchange you. Oh, I get paid this weekend, such and such. Get your money up front. That's another thing.
Get it up
Always
front.
get your money up front.
Right.
But I'm slowly getting away from DJing from family.
Really?
I'm slowly getting away from DJing from family.
Has it been that tough for you?
It hasn't been that tough, but I don't want to create any bad relationships. If we're already at a good point, and then just the conversation of how much you charge a DJ for a birthday party, and I tell you $750, and you're like, dang, cuz I can't get no discount.
Right.
No,
Right.
this is what I do week to week, day to day. This is my job,
Right.
and I don't get a discount on my bills.
Woo.
I don't get a
Yeah.
discount on my bills. You don't go to Walmart and pick up a TV and be like, ain't no discounts. No, you got to search for them coupons.
Unless I got a family member that worked there.
Hello. But no, like, I'm slowly getting away from DJing for family.
And you know what, man, that for you to even say that, that's kind of sad, man, because we always talk about how we want to see each other prosper and how we want to see each other do better. And then when that opportunity comes, now we don't want to pay for it. Like, you put in the work for what you do. So you deservedly, need the money because you put in the work for it.
And not only that, I'm taking a day off to work for you.
Well, that's what you do for a living. So you ain't taking no day off no more.
No, I'm saying, like, if I'm going to DJ for the family and you want a discounted price,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I just took a day off. Let's say, what's tomorrow? The 25th?
Yeah.
I took February 25th off to DJ for my family when somebody asked me to DJ for a $2,000 wedding.
Right, I got you. That'd be hard to tell no on that one, man. All right, so what would you want people to know or people to say after they've had you for an event? What is the story you want people to tell about DJ Squiggles after you've done their event?
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
He's unforgettable. His energy is through the roof. We had a great time. Every song that we requested, he played. There wasn't a dull moment on the dance floor. There's a ton of stories that we can tell
Right.
with DJ Squiggles. But all in all, we had a very good time. I would book him. He's worth the price. so pay for
I know
his
you
price.
are. I know you worth the price. Tell us a little bit about what's the growth? What's been your growth from 13 to
31.
You 31? Man, you 31?
Yes, sir.
Man, okay, from 13 to 31, what's been your growth? What has been the things that have you seen that has kind of made you say, I need to grow up, or things that kind of matured you? Not, I'm gonna say both ways, not just in the DJing, but just as a man, as a man of God. What are some of the things you kind of seen in your life that kind of help you in that journey?
Well, when I was a kid, I I spoke as a child. I acted non-playing.
Oh, you did, but I mean,
but no, when I was a kid, I sometimes I still find myself playing too much. But when I played over the top, something always end up broke.
okay, that
So-
makes sense. Yeah,
So I'd have to stop playing so much so that I wouldn't be in here, tussling with you, and then next thing you know, one of your cameras broke.
right.
So I had to slow down, slowly get away from that. And then just seeing other people around me mature, it makes you want to also mature. When you see people on a higher level than you, it makes you want to be better. And even from a leadership standpoint, you have to be better.
Right.
People are expecting you to do good. Some people are expecting you to fail, but others are really expecting you to do well.
Yeah,
in
you
life.
got everybody got them haters out there.
Everybody has those
For
haters.
sure.
And so, that's another thing, driving force for me. Maturity. I just want to say, sometimes you outgrow that stuff.
Mhm.
You just outgrow it. I'm at home, I'm boring.
Really?
I'm boring. You know, I don't talk as much as people think that I talk. Lisa talks way more than me.
That's funny because it seems like vice versa when I see y'all out.
Yeah, you know, I'm more outgoing. You know, I can be, but as far as sparking up a conversation, if me and you just sitting right here for 5 minutes, you're probably gonna say something before I do.
Okay.
I'm not really much of a talker. I will talk, I'll converse, but I won't jumpstart a conversation unless it's something that I have to do. I'm hosting an event and they're waiting. It's 3 o'clock. Hey everybody, what's up? How you doing? Da 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 da. Now I have to jumpstart the conversation.
Right. Okay.
But from a maturity standpoint, man, you know, it comes a time, spiritually,
You just gotta give it
mentally,
up.
emotionally. It comes a time that you have to grow up. You have to put away childish things
Yeah.
and put on your man hat, belt buckle, and shoes and make it happen.
Well, man, I'll tell you this, man. I've seen the growth in you, man. I can see how God has really matured you in several different ways. And I'm always checking you out on your posts, man. I see how you connected with your church and the ministry and how you're plugging in and how kids are really following you. So, man, I tell you, man, you're doing a good job, man, and just keep it up, bro. Don't stop that.
I appreciate it.
Don't stop it. Okay. Fast answers, man. We got to go through this real quickly. So I got about a couple of questions for you. I want you just off the top of your head, don't even think about it. Just let it roll. Who do you look up to for inspiration?
God, my dad, my grandfather, rest his soul. My wife, she inspires me a lot. I have a few people. You were one of them. Craig, Mr. Bingham, my pastor, Jason Hill. It's quite a few. Go ahead.
How how do you stay motivated despite conflicts and obstacles?
Prayer.
Prayer. What is the most memorable lesson you've learned?
Don't leave your backpack in the car. While
Well,
you're
you
going to
stuck
party.
on that one, ain't you, man? You didn't let that go,
I
man.
can't let that
You
go,
gotta
man.
let that go, man. You've been so successful since then. Okay, how do you continue to grow and develop as a DJ?
Being around like-minded people, um, staying on top of how to engage a crowd, how to keep the energy going, and
Okay.
just reading the room.
Okay. How do you generate great ideas to take being a DJ to the next level?
Have them with myself, pray about it, talk to my DJ friends, talk to my wife, and put it to action.
One thing you would like people to know about you that many may not know.
Um, if you don't know, I am a leader on the media team now. I started that in
Come on,
20.
man. We gotta get deeper than that. Give me something. I mean, everybody go to
Okay,
church with
all
you,
right.
know that.
I can sing. I can sing.
What?
No, I'm just playing. I'm
Boy, I
just playing.
finna say, boy. I was like, man, you got me for real on that
No,
one.
no.
I'm gonna get you to hit a lick or two if you could sing.
I don't know. You know, everything I can do, I put out there for people to know that I can do. So
Okay.
it's not really much that people don't know that I can
Okay, well that's cool. You be the head of the media team.
do.
Okay, cool. All right, your favorite scripture.
Jesus wept. No, I'm just playing. Probably, I have quite a few.
Okay.
That is one of them, though, because it shows Jesus's divinity in humanity.
Right.
So that's one of them. Psalms 27:1. That is, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?
Okay.
And Jeremiah 29:11.
Jeremiah 29:11. That's everybody. Last thing, man. Last thing you want people to know, or give me something you want to leave with the people that are listening today.
Don't leave your backpack in your car for. No, I'm playing.
You know we gonna have to lay some hands on you about that one, man. Just ask a prayer of just forgiveness
All
on
right,
that,
just
man.
speak in tongue. Can you tie my bow tie, Haley? But no, seriously. Something I want to leave with people is, depending on who I'm talking to, if it's kids, listen to your parents. They know what they're talking about. If it's adults, stop being so stubborn. Listen to when people are telling you you're wrong. Don't be narcissistic about it. If it's a DJ or a person beginning to DJ, get around those like-minded people that will help you and grow you and groom you to be the DJ that you want to be, and also do your homework to know what styles work with what. If you're going to be one of the DJs that just chop and loop tracks and stuff like that and make it sound good, make sure you do your homework on how to do that, or get around somebody that knows, that's in your face. If it's anybody spiritually, talk about it with God. If you don't know how to pray, if you know how to talk, you know how to pray.
Right.
Um,
I like that.
just it's a million things we can say to we probably be here till probably about 9 o'clock tonight.
Oh yeah,
If
for
I keep
sure.
going.
Yeah, you would. But that's okay. That's okay.
But yeah.
But I think it's important, man, that you kind of hit every area, man, because you being young, well, you were young, well, you still are young, and
I was young and now I'm old.
yeah, and
But
then
I've
you
never,
starting your family. Hopefully, prayerfully, y'all start family soon, and then what you do in the community, the way you impact the community. So you kind of go through each one of those steps, man, and then you affect families because the fact of you DJing with weddings and events, and then you do the community things where whether you're doing a community event or where you're doing something for the church, and then just the fact that you're still young and you doing your thing. So, man, it's a great thing to know, man, that you're out there doing what a lot of people are still afraid to do, which is say, this is what I want to do, and I'm going at it full force. I commend you on that, man, because a lot of people, like I said, are still working dead end jobs that they don't even like, but they'd rather be doing what they really love. So, dude, you already doing it, man. So you should feel super proud of yourself.
I bet on me with that when I had to.
Yeah.
It was the probably one of the best decisions I've ever made financially. And you know, I don't know if people know this, but you played a huge role in my life in my teenage years, and I just appreciate you for being one of the leaders that I could look up to get me to where I am today, pushing Christ in my life when I turned 18, 19, 20 with the
Yeah.
den and everything, keeping me involved with church, making sure that I have the right spiritual walk, that I'm not going down the wrong paths, pushing me to speak to young people and stuff like that. I really do appreciate everything you've done for me.
Well, you're welcome, man. That's what we're here for, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So you can DJ my party for free this summer.
Hey,
Okay.
listen. Okay, as long as it's a weekday.
No,
we got
I'm
you.
just playing. I'm just playing. Hey, thank you, man, for stopping by. DJ Squiggles, y'all.
Yes, sir.
DJ Squiggles, man. I really appreciate it. Not only just because we family, but, man, I just love your spirit, man. I appreciate you, man. I know a lot of young people going to look up to you. I know there's some bigger things coming from you, so we might see you on the Grammys DJing one day or one of them big award shows, man, and I can't wait for that to happen for you.
I receive it.
Hey, this your boy, Pastor Mike. This is the 11th Hour Podcast, a.k.a. 90s number 5. We just here to love to talk about the youth, the family, and the community. Hey, thank you so much. Always hit us up on our website. Check us out, the Nicholas Foundation. Oh, let me make a mention real quick about this. We also got a $500 scholarship if you are looking to send people to school. You got a young person going to school. Make sure you check us out, hit that website, and apply for that scholarship. All right, this your boy, Pastor Mike, and I'm out. Peace.